Okay, this should be coming live. Yeah, it is. Hello Twitch, Sound Service here, back with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts live stream, which the new 1.10 update is out, which means that new campaign, and here it is. Italy, full speed or nothing campaign. So, haven't designed the ships yet, going to be doing that now, and obviously the goal of this campaign from the name is speed, which means that we aren't going to have slow coaches like 16 knots, no, minimum speed 25 knots, minimum speed, that is. Which might actually be a problem with this hull. Crop 1, we can do it. Then obviously would have problems fitting in a lot of stuff. 10-inch armour belt, 2-inch fore and aft, 2-inch main deck, 0.5 and 0.5 there, conning tower, 10 inches, superstructure, not applicable. Deck, I will give it some inner deck stuff because we make it look like I'm trying to decently protect my crews. This light tower, but gives off horrible stats. That's a bit heavier, but gives off good stats. Rear tower, though, I'm going to go with the lightest option that would fit, which is that one. Funnel wise, this is where everything falls apart. Can I fit one more in there? Yes, and we are a fully efficient, engine-wise at least, fighting unit. Guns are going to be 12-inch, which is more than likely going to be, through the entire campaign, a thing you will likely see reoccur, is a 12-inch main caliber gun. Standard ratio there. These things don't really have to go outside the med. Well, if they do have to go outside the med, then something has definitely not gone to plan. And then, because it's a 3-inch gun, we'll do my usual when it comes to 3-inch guns and up them to 3.1s. 3, 2, there. Yep. Well, these lot will use coincidence, enhanced, electrical, gun cotton, ballastite. Shell complement is going to be light. And I'm going to go advanced hydraulics because I do not want to have an electrical turreted ship. Electrically operated turreted ship. And Conning tower 9 inches. Okay, so we have actually somehow made this work. And that's going to be our battleship. Now, armoured cruiser. Armoured cruiser is going to be a hull that everyone who knows my previous campaign in Italy will know quite well, because this had what was in the end my favourite ship from that entire campaign on it. Which I'm just so glad that I never lost that ship. And then immediately everyone in the comments who actually knows about the entire campaign and how it went is going to be like, oh, but you did lose that ship quite a few times. And then I'm going to immediately be like, nope, I don't know what you're talking about. It's probably not going to claim as much fame as the ship I am sort of trying to recreate, but we can at least try. Right. Let's try the smallest available to us. Go to induced. We should have done that first. Right, so multiple of the medium 2 funnels, medium 2 and a small 2 there, and then large funnel there, we can get 26 knots. Well done. Well done, Az. Triple steam expansion, that, hydraulic, Krupp, anti-torpedo, double bottom, reinforced, anti-flood, coincidence, 16111, 6111.2.2, 6, nothing there, 0.3, so we technically have a 0.5 inch deck, and then our main caliber turrets. On this thing, not going to be 10-inch guns, because honestly, thinking about it, we aren't going to really be able to fit enough 10-inch weaponry to, well, with the weight we have available, we're not going to get a decent number of 10-inch, so 8-inch should do as nicely, so 8-inch we go. secondary guns are going to be consistent of .3.1" caliber guns. Emplacements there, and casemate 2". Oh, I'm gonna really too much. 3.1" singles. Eight one 816 there. Gun cotton, ballistite, barbette to light shells, enhanced reloading, fire rate 2 shells a minute. 2 shells a minute. I say make that more than 2 shells a minute. Guns are really short and we can fire 3 shells a minute. Means this thing's more gonna be a close range attacker. No. I say we just keep the guns as 40 caliber guns and there we go, the ship is level like this. We have good efficiency, it's barely. Good crew quarters. Yep. Then, light cruisers, we are going to skip entirely because I honestly don't think we'd get a light cruiser up to the speeds that we will be operating. I would want to operate them at until we get the scout cruiser, so now here as well we bring in the Navy standard 3.1" guns, and then very small rear tower there, a singular twin deck torpedo tube there, and then the rest is just going to be taken up by funnels. And then this thing is going to go 38 knots. Okay. 37? Okay. Those engines at a 37 knots speed. Soft capped and semi-armor piercing. Light shells, reduced complement, because honestly, thinking about it, these guys aren't going to survive long in combat, if at all. But I'm not making the mistake of a class of destroyer I made in a previous campaign, and I'm keeping some armor on this thing. These are only going to be mine hunters. Yep. The turbines are completed, which means that we now have the Regiment Arena designed. Just now need to build all of said designs, and then said design process for all the Regiment Arena ships as current would be completed. So 6 of those. Eight of those. There's a negligible cost difference between these. 10 of those. How much do we have left in finance? Oh, no, I wasn't supposed to go to research. I want to go to finance. But I can at least see how close we are to 7 months away from the small semi-dreadnought. New crop armor's on the way, a better 2-inch gun is on the way. But yeah, we have 102,000 left, which means I can equip myself with, I'm going to go 36 destroyers and then put the rest of my cash into there, into there, into there. Start the campaign and let's see. I'm still on a positive budget. And my main research priority is going to be engines. It's going to be engines and currently right now to make sure that we don't have a less explosion chance from our own ammunition. Actually focus on explosives and get us TNT1, which we get at exactly the same time as our next door rivals. Well, could be potentially rivals, but you don't know yet until long after the fact. Oh no. Oh, typical. Typical. Yeah, it's also going to be another typical. We failed to capture Ethiopia. It's more likely what it's going to be. So, for me, who I want to really I do not want to have any problems with anyone but Austria-Hungary. Like, for me, Austria-Hungary is the one to attack first. And I want all efforts of causing enemies with people to go towards causing enemies with Austria-Hungary. And then also this next turn as well, I will do something to hopefully improve our relations with Britain. And my hands are gone cold again, so I'm just putting gloves on. Alright. Okay. Empire of Japan has finished construction of ships. Norway signed an agreement with Japan. Okay. Policies. The British Empire. Improve relations with them, please. And then next turn as well, Austria-Hungary. Increase tensions. Because I do not like Austria-Hungary. And Austria-Hungary are going after the Serbians. Well, I think the events of the South-on-Tongue Last Dying Breath would happen earlier. Yeah, as I said, this one here is going to be a complete failure. And research stuff. We don't need to research explosives anymore. No. No. I'm thinking though, if I can finish the research on the 13-inch guns quickly to the Mark II type, maybe the highest caliber we will use would be like 13.5. But because we're trying to go for speed, it might be better off if we just I'm just quickly just clicking stuff and moving away because my mouse has been double clicking quite a bit. Austro-Hungarian Empire. Increase tensions with, please. Finances, our budgets are fine. Oh. Maybe start increasing that a bit. Okay, do a quick Twitch check. Nope, no one has appeared. And building new ships. Like, this, viewers, is actually quite a shock. UAD's loading times are no longer horrible. Bigger heavy cruisers available. 13-inch guns. Stuff was ignored by Austria-Hungary. Well, let's try and improve our relations with the Americans. Defocus from big guns. Focus on multiple expansion engines and also that. June goes to July. And I could potentially, and I'm thinking I might go ahead with it, use that new hull. I can afford a slight unrest increase. Unhonourable to talk about someone when they are not present. Belgium has signed an agreement with us. And our efforts to improve relations with the Americans have failed. So is our efforts to defeat Ethiopia, which is no surprise. I'll send a destroyer down to help with that fruitless attempt. I'll send this. Oh god. I'll send one of the destroyers here to the Dardo will head down there and act as our sort of, yeah, we're at least going to send a small bit of assistance, but not really any assistance. Ship. Now, I could get the new semi-dreadnought now, or wait. Now or wait. Now or wait. Now or wait. Now. Oh, that's basically a small German armoured cruiser tower. Well, later armoured cruiser tower, I should say. And then that there. Side turrets. These guys will take 11s as their side turrets. Will take 11s as their main turrets as well. Right, so that 25 knots at least. You're not going to exit the Mediterranean. You probably never are going to. Especially as this time I'm not going to be an idiot and take a Mediterranean province when well, I'm not going to take a Pacific province, I mean. This guy's going to have a lower draught, but because of the wing turrets I cannot lower the beam. Lowering the beam would be unwise. I could get away with using the smaller types of the funnel. That might help a bit with our minor issue of not having a good enough weight. 10, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0.5, 0.5. This is a full speed on nothing, so 8-inch conning tower, we need the speed. Don't need that. 11, 2, 7. I need the speed. I need the speed, so these are being lowered down quite a bit to give me speed. And then a couple of 3.1-inch guns there. So our secondaries. Ballistite TNT, good. Make this thing slightly smaller than what it actually originally was. And then yeah, that's going to be our smallest size. This thing is going to be 9-inch belt, and so this thing is going to be relying on that its joint fastest battleship in the world as a current, fingers crossed on that, with the current in-service battleships, which also go at 25 knots. Because of my focus of speed, I think my ship 2 classes here, at least for this era, can very easily outspeed the ships of other nations. Very easily. At Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah, and I am met by destiny in quite a similar way. The history book on the shelf, the song is repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated. Oh no, Britain, improve relations with Britain, increase tension with Germany, because I am not going to side with the Germans, or at least That's the Navy's stance on this. I don't know how the stance of the actual government would be, but we here at the Admiralty of the Regia Marina is the least effective one for us. Yeah, policies. Germany. We want to increase tension with you. For us, our GDP growth is a little down. Well, a little low, but we're at least doing better than some others. Like, our GDP growth is actually quicker than Britain's. No, better torpedo contact exploder. I don't really think torpedoes is going to be the way to go for me. Because, well, yes, we would have ships that can go really fast. We are making sacrifices for that speed. Like I've mentioned, we probably won't be going above 13.5 inch on main guns during the entire campaign, and also we won't be having that much armor really until we get better like Krupp stuff. Yeah, face cam set. Okay. I think this is the first time in a while that we've had a loading screen where we've had to go to the main... Like, this is the first time since I've started playing 1.10, I'm talking about beta as well as also live, that I've actually had to, for a loading screen, leave and come back into the campaign. First time. But 1.10 has done quite a lot of improvements to the game. Which, one thing I have noticed though is that they did bring back in, and I don't know whether or not it's actually been fixed, the target aiming bug. But yeah. Right, next focus is going to be the Krupp 2, because we can't actually get decent armor in terms of thickness, I want to have decent armour in terms of quality. British Empire, improve relations, improve relations, improve relations. What I want to do is I want to bring my relationship with the British Empire above my relationship of the next person most likely to go to war with them, which I don't know who it's going to be, but it looks more and more likely that it's going to be Austria-Hungary. But the relationship increases only just to avoid going to war with them. I am not going to go into an alliance as easily as I would have done in the past. Russia and Japan have gone to war. The Russia-Japanese War has happened years early. Policies. Austria-Hungary. Increased tensions. Thank you. Free turns. Free turns and we have better armour. So maybe I should focus on cruisers and get that scout cruiser hull so we can have light cruisers. Seeing as I'm not going to be running any of the light cruiser hulls before that, because those light cruiser hulls would take too much to get up to the speed I'd preferably want to use. Okay, how are our dockyard sizes? Alright, we cannot take any more requests for a ship building from our allies yet, because we are pretty much at full cap. I think maybe I could build a singular 815. No, thank you! So, we could, if they request a singular destroyer, we can accept it. If they request any other ship, we're going to have to deny it over not having the shipbuilding facilities available. As alongside building stuff for our minor nation allies, we are also building our own ships, so torpedo contact exploder. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Oh god, America. That's going to be the end of the stream, viewers. We've gone through 1 year of building the fleet and trying to dodge wars, so on that, Sunset is going silent.